every story appears ordinary till you see the core side of it.
And what you're looking for is the story behind the news.
We bring it to you from Lagos, the commercial capital of Nigeria.
Giving you all sides on political stories round the clock.
Every detail from the start line to the final whistle.
CoreTV News, expanding your view.
Good evening and welcome to CoreTV News, Primetime News. I am Ebunlomo Adekunle. In a major story. The Independent National Electoral Commission pegs number of eligible voters for the general polls at 56.4% as it closes PVC distribution nationwide. Also in this program, the All Progressives Congress presidential candidate Muhammadu Buhari takes campaign to Nasarawa, urges Nigerians to vote out PDP. Rivers State Deputy Governor Tele Ikuru decamps from the All Progressives Congress to the PDP. And outside Nigeria, Tunisian president affirms third attacker at the Bardo Museum, killings still on the run. $56.4 million eligible voters are to participate in the March 28th and April 11th elections across the country. This is the number of registered voters that collected their permanent voter cards at the close of the PVC collection exercise. Latest figures released by the Independent National Electoral Commission show that the number represents 81.98% of the 68.8 million registered voters. A close look at the statistics released by INEC spokesman Kayode Idowu indicates that Jigawa State has the highest rate of PVC collection with 95.98%, followed by Zamfara with 95.97% and Bauchi with 95.76%. The figure from Lagos State shows that 65.25% of voters have collected their cards, while the FCT remains stuck at 64.56% for more than 1 week. But Ogun State, which had less than 50% PVC collection rate about a week ago, has now recorded a significant increase with 61.53%. 88% of eligible voters in Kano State were able to collect their permanent voters' cards before the March 22nd final deadline set by the Independent National Electoral Commission. Resident Electoral Commissioner in the state, Mukaila Abdulaziz, who disclosed this during a stakeholders forum in Kano, noted that the rate is higher than the national average of about 81%. He also urged political parties participating in the March 28th and April 11th elections to submit a list of their agents in line with provisions of the Electoral Act.
Stakeholders, I have restated the Commission's commitment to providing the remaining cards at latest by Monday, Tuesday next week. Even though collection ends tomorrow, the Commission will be obliged to extend the collection period particularly for Kano State, to enable us to distribute the permanent voters card, even if it warrants, taking the cards to the polling units level.
The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has announced the arrival of the last batch of permanent voter cards to the 4 local government areas of Edo State awaiting distribution of PVCs. They are Nwode, Ovia Southwest, Owan East and Owan West local government areas. The Commission in Edo State made this known in a statement by Head of Voter Education and Publicity, Ikefua. It says the PVCs included printed transfers and indices, particularly continuous voters registration held in 2014 in the 4 local government areas. He also called on prospective voters to proceed to the local government areas effective from Sunday 22nd March 2015 for collection. Ikefua added that the collection will be at the polling unit level for the 4 local government areas only, and it will last till Wednesday 25th March 2015. The All Progressives Congress has rounded off its North Central Zonal Rally by urging Nigerians not to make the mistake of voting for the People's Democratic Party. This was the message the party chieftains, led by presidential candidate Muhammadu Buhari, handed down to the crowd that thronged Lafia, the Nasarawa state capital, for the rally. Their argument was that 16 years of PDP rule at the center is a waste.
I have got anything unique to tell you. I was here when I went round the states of the Federation. I went round the 35 states. The only state I haven't been is Yobe State. And the governor came to Abuja to tell me there is no need for me to go to Yobe State. And that was not the first time he did it. But his optimism was shown by the result of the elections of 2007, 2011. I hope it will repeat itself this year. On a very serious note, I hope every one of you has got his PVC. Every one of you is prepared, no matter the frustrations, to go and make sure you vote. And make sure
I believe that Nigerians will not make the mistake to vote the PDP that has been ruling us for over 16 years.
Nigerians must take note that in this country, there are very, very few people who can garner the support that General Muhammadu Buhari can garner. Why? Because of his exemplary conduct while in public office. In spite of his accomplishments, General Buhari is an embodiment of humility. General Buhari is not after wealth. General Buhari loves the country. He wants to create a new environment that gives you the opportunity to maximally and efficiently express yourselves so that poverty will vanish, so that there will be power, there will be better transportation system. General Buhari will move in a fast ride to throw out the Boko Haram saga. I will remind you of one thing he did when, as DOC, he was directed to throw out invaders. He did it even more. When he was head of state, wherever they are, they can't come again. Boko Haram will never dream of coming back to this land.
A member of the House of Representatives and candidate of the All Progressives Congress for the Oshodi Solo Federal Constituency 1, Akim Muniru, has enjoined Lagosians to vote for the All Progressives Congress candidate in the 2015 elections. Akim Muniru, who spoke to newsmen during a house-to-house campaign, says the elections represents the nation's best chance to truly get to the next level.
With us coming on board and us controlling the House of Representatives, controlling the Parliament, both the House of Representatives and the Senate, it's going to be a better representation. People will have it better than they are having it now. And I can even tell you, to even buttress this point, that seeing the inadequacies of this government, we are willing to partner with the executive arm of government to better the lot of our people at the grassroots level, and that's what we're bringing to the table.
The All Progressives Congress have again accused the People's Democratic Party and the supporters of President Goodluck Jonathan in the southwest of a plot to disrupt the March 28th elections in the geopolitical zone, having realized they cannot deliver the zone to the PDP as they have promised. National Publicity Secretary of the APC, Lai Mohammed, made this allegation in a statement in Lagos, saying the plot was conceived at a meeting held in the Ondo State Government House on March 13th. It says those planning to disrupt the elections are working in courts with the Odua People's Congress, and they have trained and armed a number of youths with guns and other weapons, in addition to providing many of them with military and police uniforms, which earlier was said were being seen in the capital of a state in the southwest. APC says the highly disruptive and armed protest by the OPC in Lagos on March 16th was a dress rehearsal for the plan to be executed across the states in the southwest. The party also alleges that the PDP has compiled and forwarded to the police anti-court squad the names of APC youths in all the wards in Ondo State, so they can be arrested and locked up before, during and after the elections to give the PDP and its courts the free rein to carry out their nefarious activities. The People's Democratic Party in Lagos says it has uncovered plans by Governor Fashola to meet with all Lagos monarchs on Wednesday, 25th March at a presently undecided venue to induce the monarchs in the state, especially the undecided, to vote for the APC. The PDP allegations in a press release by its Lagos State Publicity Secretary Gani Taufik says the meeting is instigated by APC leader Bola Tinubu, and that in a carrot and stick style, any monarch who rejects the offer is to be victimized and may be deposed before Saturday. The PDP has also accused Fashola of releasing an initial 6 billion naira state fund to compromise the youth corps members and other INEC electoral officers on the days of elections. The party claims the governor has been meeting various groups and institutions under the government's control, like market leaders, transporters, investors, civil servants, and others, to either induce or coerce them to vote for APC. The PDP says it wonders why the governor has decided to put governance in the state into an autopilot, not minding Lasso protests, doctor strike, arson and killings in the motor parks, unpaid civil servant salaries, increased robberies and so on, but instead concentrates an effort to impose APC on the people. Gani alleges that some core members have already collected the monies, which the governor calls support allowances. The submission of INEC Chairman Atahiru Jega asking voters to stay at their various polling units after casting their vote has continued to generate reactions. Some lawmakers of APC extraction say Inspector General of Police is mistaken, while pass a vote of confidence on the leadership of Atahiru Jega. Rashid has more in this report.
With the polls barely 1 week to go, agencies in apparent preparation have been reading the riot acts to would-be troublemakers. But the recent statement of the Inspector General of Police on voters staying away from polling units seemed to be a thing of displeasure to these lawmakers. They say the Inspector General is wrong while also passing a vote of confidence on Atahiru Jaga's leadership of INEC.
Law permits you to remain within the vicinity of the polling booth even after casting your vote, insofar as you have a business in that field. If you have a PVC card, it entitles you to be at that unit without signing it. So the IG, I'm afraid, got it wrong. I stand with Jega on this matter. You can remain with the
They said they wanted a credible election, and when they brought Jega, they saw Jega as a credible man. That was why they brought him. Why are they yearning for his strength? And Jega, with his own track record, But for some of us that have known Professor Jega, we know his track record as a credible man.
With political moves hotting up by the day, rumors speculating another shift of the polls was however dispelled by these lawmakers, but with a stern warning of the dire consequence if the elections fail to hold at the rescheduled dates.
If March 28th election is scuttled, it's not any group that scuttled it, it's Jonathan that scuttled it. It's only the presidency that has the capacity to do that. So they will be held responsible if any of such happen.
Let me tell you one thing. I, as a Yoruba person, if anything scuttles the election, which is slated for 28th of March, and the subsequent one, 11th of April, I think we better go home.
Any attempt to scuttle this election will create problem in Africa, and it will create in the entire world.
In the coming weeks, political intrigues are expected. It is, however, hoped that the moves by the political players will not truncate the expected polls. Rashid, CoreTV News.
Rivers State Deputy Governor decamps to the People's Democratic Party. Find out more after this time out. Don't go away.
Election time don't come. Time to vote don't come. Your vote tonight, your power. Make you use and well. Lagos State APC don't do better. Better road, transport, get better school, hospital cell, better economy, plenty jobs, security, environment. For continuity in excellence in Lagos State. Vote for APC, all progressives Congress, APC. Vote for APC, vote for Akinwumi Ambode for governor.
Vote for the consolidator, Akinwumi Ambode, for governor of Lagos State. Vote APC.
The power to change Nigeria is in your hands. Now is the time to go out and vote. Vote to Buhari, vote for change. Chandela Dibo, Kufweto Guzapi change. So you vote to give Makamba well.
Say no to corruption. Say no to insecurity. No to unemployment. No to inequality. Vote for Buhari.
Nigeria, APC.
Thank you for being there with us. And in case you're just joining us, it's the CoreTV Primetime News. And here are the stories that made our headlines. The Independent National Electoral Commission pegged number of eligible voters for the general polls at 56.4 as it closes PVC distribution nationwide. The All Progressives Congress presidential candidate Muhammadu Buhari takes campaign to Nasarawa, urges Nigerians to vote out PDP. Rivers State Deputy Governor Tele Ikuru decamps from the All Progressives Congress to the PDP. And for more news and other information, you can visit our social media platforms. On Facebook, it's facebook.com/CoreTV News. Our Twitter handle at CoreTV News NG. And on YouTube, youtube.com/CoreTV, with a space, then news. The Deputy Governor of Rivers State, Tele Ikuru, has defected to the People's Democratic Party from the All Progressives Congress. Ikuru declared his defection today, 6 days to the general elections. He has been Governor Chibike Amechi's deputy since 2007 and has been campaigning for the APC alongside Amechi before declaring his defection. Reports say the chances of the All Progressives Congress winning the forthcoming 2015 general elections in Rivers State may have become slimmer with the latest development in the state with Teller's defection to the PDP. Sources say the deputy governor discovered that he may run at a loss if he remains in the APC after many years of loyalty to Governor Amechi. It also accuses the PDP APC chairman in Rivers State, Davis Ibiamu Ikanya, who is from the same local government with the deputy governor, of expanding the crack after forcefully hijacking the party structure in the area. The Fulani Social-Cultural Group Migeti Ala Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria has dissociated itself from the recent endorsement of President Goodluck Jonathan or any candidate. It said after an emergency meeting in Kaduna that the group which endorsed the president is not the same as the umbrella body of the Fulanis in the country. The Fulani group said in a statement signed by its national youth leader Adamu Muhammad that Migeti Ala Kautahore, the group which had been endorsing politicians, is a cultural organization that existed in only one state. Migeti Ala Cattle Breeders insisted that as a group which is out to protect the interests of Fulanis across the country, it has no interest in endorsing any candidate. It, however, urged its members to vote wisely for the candidate of their choice in all the elections. Ahead the general elections, political parties have continued to add finishing touches to their campaigns as they solicit votes. Despite the campaigns, the people of Ikaram and Ibaram communities in Akoko Northwest local government area of Ondo State have, however, decided to embark on a protest vote against the PDP for what they alleged as the abandonment of the Ikaram-Lokoja Link Road, saying the bad road has turned living and economic activities in the once bustling community to a nightmare. Rashid reports.
In the years past, the shortest route to the northern parts of the country from Ondo State is the Ibaram-Ikaram Road that links Ondo State with Kogi State en route Abuja. Over the years, the 27-kilometer link road, which has been a major source of economic activities for the communities, is now a shadow of itself, with the communities suffering the most. The road project was said to have been contracted for reconstruction since 2009, but here is what to show for it 6 years after.
As if they are even joking this area completely. Over 6 years now they have been on this project. If you take note, you see the compounds everywhere, see the surroundings. The road is not moving ahead. So we have been on this now for the past 6 years. There's promise to finish this road, but nothing is happening. We appeal to the government, they refuse to do the job. This road, you can even see the market. No vehicle is plying this place again. We have lost so many customers, even the economy of this place has been paralyzed.
Youth and market representatives expressed their displeasure over the neglect of the road and the community, leading to loss of lives and ruins in the once buoyant economy of the towns.
This administration, during his campaign in 2007, he came down here. The day he came here, he was looking so unhappy, telling us that in fact the government has really cheated us. We should vote for him, and he's going to fix the whole problem, the roads. But we voted for him massively in 2007. But unfortunately, on getting to the office, he awarded the road quite okay. I think they awarded it at the rate of 4.5 billion.
Whenever the government is coming on an election campaigning, they came, they continue promising, they are going to do it. Even we are told that the contractor will come back to the site by February this year. We have not seen anything. And look at how those have turned people to another thing.
While some still believe in continuous appeal to the government, some believe that a change of government will help a lot, especially with the general elections just a few days away.
People are dying because of the dust. Many old men have gone because of this bad road. So we appeal to the government. They should come to the aid of this community.
With the look of things, our government are not ready to come to our aid, because this road has been in existence since right from the western region. This is one of the major routes that links the south, the southwest, the west, and the north through this axis.
We have been appealing. All what we need is a change. If there is possibly a change of government, well, that is our hope. Because we have been appealing, continuing appealing. Even people have been making peaceful protests, then agitating that this road, at least this road, only this road, to be done and repaired. It's less than 27 kilometers.
As the general polls inch closer and the people of Ikaram sounding resolute, the communities and the state government no doubt have scores to settle, especially when the issue of votes are involved. Rashid, CoreTV News, Ikaram Wakoko.
The Nigerian military says troops on Saturday foiled a fresh attempt by Boko Haram militants to recapture Bama. Bama is one of the communities retaken from insurgents last week. Military spokesman Chris Olukolade said in a statement that over 20 militants died while others fled with wounds. He added that many more of the attacking terrorists also died as fighter jets went after the fleeing ones. General Olukolade said the troops are still in pursuit of the insurgents even after they had maintained firm control of Bama. Items captured from the terrorists include a Hilux vehicle, others, and some weapons. One soldier was said to have died protecting Bama while 7 others were wounded. Following the spate of insecurity in the country and the bombing of motor parks and relaxation sports by terrorist suicide bombers, the Plateau State government has restated its commitment to eradicate all illegal motor parks across the state. Speaking through the Commissioner for Information and Communication, Mohammed Abdullahi, the government called on residents to cooperate with the security agencies and government officials who will be mandated to clamp down on the operators of such illegal motor parks.
I want to appeal, especially to this Union of Road Transport Workers, that there are too many illegal motor parks that are being positioned outside of this park. If this other occurrence was, if this other occurrence was inside of a park, you can see that they wouldn't have had access. But it's because it's outside of the park, that is where these people, the most mayhem was done outside of that park, and this was an illegal park. And I'm going to take a very, very decisive effort and measure to see that all these illegal motor parks have moved out to the designated motor parks.
In his reaction to the clampdown of all illegal motor parks, the chairman of Just North local government area, Danjuma Sanda, in whose domain more than 6 bombs have been detonated by terrorists, vowed to personally go after those who put the life of his men at risk. He also urged the Plateau people not to patronize any of such illegal motor parks, saying they have become soft targets for terrorists in carrying out their heinous acts. The city of Abeokuta is one of the major towns in Nigeria, and one of its most distinguished features, which attracts tourists from far and near, is its distinct touch of tie and dye, otherwise called adire making. In this special report, Olajumoke Olatuji takes us into the world of adire making in the ancient city of Abeokuta. A report.
The ancient city of Abeokuta is one of the many towns in Nigeria. Aside from being the Ogun State capital, it is also the seat of the Ogun State government. Aside from being the choice of destination for many tourists and lovers of African fabric, popularly known as adire, which has gained its recognition as an African phenomenon and also an integral part of the Igbo culture. Join me as I take you into the world of adire making here in Itokun, Abeokuta. The Kenta Adire Kampala market, Itoko, is probably the largest tie and dye market in West Africa. The market, which is just a stone throw from the Luma Rock, is one place where local artisans and traders mingle with customers to find a bargain. What greets anyone on arrival at Itoko are sights of neatly arranged adire fabrics with captivating designs ready for purchase. The combined smell of the various chemicals employed in the manufacture of those African designs can also not be ignored, but one does not get to see where the smell is coming from as the main production process goes on behind the rows of shops, which has on display assorted Adire fabrics, which include tie and dye, eleko, batik, and oniko. To catch a glimpse of the production process is like the proverbial camel passing through the eye of the needle, as marketers are reluctant to show anyone what they refer to as trade secrets. However, with persistence, the reporter was able to gain access to the production arena, where you are confronted with labor force comprising both men and women of all ages. Despite the decades of the existence of this African phenomenon, the process of making Adire has witnessed little or no change.
Oríṣiríṣi ẹ̀ ni wọ́n máa ń ṣe. Ìta bá kọ́kọ́ ti fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ báyìí, a máa kọ́kọ́ bójú ní sáàndà yìí, wọ́n máa dì. Wọ́n lè ti dì tán, a máa wá kó sínú aró. Irú oríṣi kọ́lọ̀ tá a bá fẹ́ gbé ni. A ti mọ kọ́lọ̀ yìí tó ń bá kọ́lọ̀ kan mu ti yàtọ̀ sí tí ò bá mu, èyí tó bá purple mu, tó bá green mu, a ti mọ̀. A dẹ̀ máa kó wọn sínú aró náà, a máa dárò yẹn, a máa ṣe àwọn chemicals yẹn. A máa dá wọn pọ̀ mọ́ra wọn. Èyí tí wọ́n ń ṣe yìí àti ọ̀rẹ́ tán pátápátá mo wá fẹ́ fi starch sí bíi pé kí wọ́n fẹ́ lọ aṣọ ẹ̀wọ̀n tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ lọ aṣọ wọ́n máa ń fi starch díẹ̀ sí aṣọ yẹn kó lè rí bí dán òun ni nǹkan tí eléyìí ṣe lọ́wọ́ yìí àti parí ẹ̀ báyìí kákàndẹ̀ fi starch yìí sí ká wá sa síta ká wá sa tán á ṣe wá lù.
After the production process, the next stage was with the woolen, used to iron out the already made Adire fabric. For sales and distribution, how lucrative is Adire making business, especially here in Itopo?
Now a bit slow because of the Boko Haram situation, the security situation in Nigeria, and the exchange rate. The exchange rate has really affected us. Things have gone up. The clothes have gone up. Dye, the prices are up. The solvents, all the chemicals that we use, they've gone up from 1,006 now. Before we used to have 1,400, 1,500, 1,300, but now it's from 1,600. Let's say 300, 350, 400. Yeah. If there is sales or.
For many residents of Itoko here in Abeokuta, the art of Adire making is one that is here to stay and will be passed to unborn generations. Olajumoke Olatunji, CoreTV News, Abeokuta.
Amazing work of art. You agree? We'll take another break on CoreTV Primetime News and we'll return with sports and other stories from outside Nigeria. Stay with us.
Vote for change! Vote APC!
When I was younger, I can remember a time when corruption was a thing of shame.
I dream of a future where we won't have challenges with electricity.
I'm voting for Buhari because he understands our past and our history.
I dream of a time where we're going to have free and honest election.
I remember a time when 1 naira was equal to £1.
I am voting for Buhari because we need change for a brighter future.
Nigeria! APC! Change! Our style, that's what he delivered. Here's that ball, storming, Oyol with a flying lead!
Ball taking them out in the lead.
And now in the world of sports, Samson Siasia's under-23 wards failed to sparkle as they were filled to a 0-0 draw by Zambia in an 11th All-African Games qualifying match at the National Stadium, Abuja. Just as it happened in the Super Falcons match against Mali in Bamako on Saturday, the Dream Team boys fluffed several opportunities to win, with Etebo Ogeneharo and Junior Ajayi the worst culprits. The results present a challenge to seriously test Siasia's credentials when both teams meet in the return leg at the Level 1 Nawasa Stadium in Ndola on April 1st. Liverpool captain Steven Gerrard was sent off 38 seconds after coming on as a half-time substitute as Manchester United retained their grip on a top four place with a vital win at Anfield. Gerrard was introduced for Adam Lallana at the start of the second half, with United deservedly leading through Juan Mata's early goal, but was gone almost as quickly after following up a thunderous tackle on the goal scorer with a reckless reaction to a challenge with a clear stamp on Ander Herrera. It was inexcusable behavior from a player of Gerrard's experience, having just been handed the responsibility by manager Brendan Rodgers of getting an underperformed Liverpool side back into the game. Mata emphasized the folly of Gerrard's red card when he misbehaved. Double Olympic champion Mo Farah has won the Lisbon half marathon in a new European record time, becoming the first Briton to break 60 minutes break. The 31-year-old won the 13.1-mile race in 59 minutes 32 seconds to knock 20 seconds off the record set 14 years ago by Spain's Fabian Roncero. Farah, also world champion at 5,000 meters and 10,000 meters, beat Kenya's Mika Kogo. The world record of 58.23 was set by Eritrea's Zasene Tadese in the 2010 edition of the Lisbon race. Farah's only world records is the 2-mile indoor mark is set at the Birmingham Grand Prix last month. It clocked a time of 1 hour in winning 2014's Great North Run, becoming the first British man to win the Northeast's famous half marathon for 29 years. Kenya's Kogo, the 10,000 meters bronze medalist from the Beijing Olympics in 2008, was one of the 6 men lining up against Farah to have already run under 60 minutes for the distance. There was also British success in the wheelchair races for David Wirant, Shirley Woods, who continued their preparations for next month's London Marathon, which also doubles as the IPC World Championships. We'll take another break now and return with stories from outside Nigeria.
You can now watch CoreTV News live from anywhere in the world on our website www.coretvnews.com. Click on Live TV on our website and watch us live.
And welcome to CoreTV Primetime Days.
To follow us on Twitter, click on Twitter icon on our website. On Facebook, click on the Facebook and YouTube to see all our previous news production. You can also watch us live on YouTube. Click CoreTV, leave a space, then News. CoreTV News, a 24-hour news station.
And now outside Nigeria, a third attacker is still on the run after the deadly Bado Museum attack in which 25 people died, Tunisia's president said in a live TV interview. President Bergi, however, says it won't get far. Several suspects have been arrested over the attack, but just 2 gunmen were thought to have assaulted the museum. The news comes after a video was released of the pair roaming the Bado. Azebsi says it was clear there had been 3 attackers because they had been identified and filmed on surveillance cameras. He added in an interview with French media that a monument would be erected in memory of the victims. The gunmen are said to have been trained in Libya in an area controlled by Islamic State militants. IS has said it was behind the attack on the museum, which is next to the country's parliament. The 2 gunmen seen in the video were named as Yassin Labidi and Hatem Kauchnoi. They were both killed in a gunfight with security forces inside the building. And now we round up the CoreTV Primetime News, but before we go, another look at our major stories. Reported that the Independent National Electoral Commission has pegged number of eligible voters of the general elections at 56.4% as it closes PVC distribution nationwide. The All Progressives Congress presidential candidate Muhammadu Buhari took campaigns to Nasarawa and urged Nigerians to vote out PDP. Finally, Rivers State Deputy Governor Tele Ekuru is decamped from the All Progressives Congress to the PDP. And with that, we wrap it up on CoreTV Primetime News for tonight. Thank you for watching. I am Ebulomo Adekunle.